10 common mistakes cat owners make. Any cat owner will know that felines require special attention, and new cat owners might not be fully aware of this fact. Because of this, it then leads to the 10 common mistakes which we will discuss today. Number 10. Using dog-specific products on cats. You might think pet products and food are standard and therefore interchangeable, and sometimes that's true. A cat can consume a tiny bit of dog food without experiencing any toxicity or long-term problems. But long-term consumption can seriously affect their health down the road. It should be obvious that cats cannot survive on a dog food diet. This is because dog food and cat food formulae contain different nutritional elements to suit their very specific dietary needs. Although both dogs and cats share our souls and homes, nature has shaped them into different creatures with different dietary requirements throughout time. Cats are obligate carnivores, which means they must eat meat-based proteins and animal fats for all of their physiological systems to work correctly. Number 9. Giving them human medication. Pet poisoning due to human drugs is widespread and can be extremely serious. Whether a cat unintentionally chews into a pill container or a well-intentioned pet owner swaps prescriptions, pet intoxications due to which human drugs are common and can be very dangerous. Medication is metabolized differently in pets and humans. Even harmless over-the-counter or natural medicines can be fatal to cats. Human medications that could be toxic to cats includes paracetamol, antidepressants, ibuprofen, aspirin, laxatives, betadine and Dettol, benzodiazepines and sleep aids, birth control pills, and blood pressure drugs. Pet medicine is made to taste good so that animals will consume it. Even the pickiest cat will happily eat them, so don't force it if your cat avoids having your human medication. The physical consequences of unintended medicine intake can be severe, especially if the amount is for an animal 3 or 4 times larger in size. Number 8. Allowing it to get overweight. Being overweight shortens a cat's life. Even moderate obesity shortens a cat's life expectancy. Obese cats have a 2.8-fold increased risk of death compared to fit cats. Previously, fat was thought to be a relatively inactive tissue that merely stored extra energy calories and added to the body bulk. According to scientific research, fat tissue is now known to be metabolically active. It produces inflammatory hormones and causes oxidative stress on biological tissue, which leads to the development of numerous illnesses. A new method is to see obesity as a long-term, low-level inflammatory illness. Excess fat has an adverse influence on health and longevity. Obese cats are more likely to get cancer, diabetes mellitus, heart disease, and hypertension. Osteoarthritis and accelerated deterioration of affected joints and urinary bladder stones can also be some of the health problems seen in obese cats. Moreover, they are more susceptible to anesthetic problems because they are less heat-resistant. Obese cats who avoid eating are at a high risk of developing hepatic lipidosis, a potentially fatal liver illness. Skin issues and trouble battling infectious disease are 2 more possible effects of feline obesity. Number 7. Ignorance about the litter box. Coming home to an unwanted surprise on the floor is unavoidable for any cat owner. Even though your cat is a well-behaved one, it can occasionally pick a place other than the litter box, especially when it becomes afraid or gets locked in a room. If this problem persists or your cat refuses to use the litter box, it might indicate a significant medical condition. Pay close attention to clues that might help you solve a severe dilemma for you and your cat. You can be baffled as to why your cat is no longer using its litter box, especially if the activity has only lately become routine. It might be suffering from a medical condition such as feline lower urinary tract illness, bacterial cystitis, renal failure, liver disease, or diabetes. Changes in your household might also affect your cat's behavior. Moving, renovations, new pets or family members, and the unexpected appearance of outside cats can cause her distress. Aging cats might also pollute your house because of a loss of movement or intellect. Stress can sometimes result in more severe illness such as feline idiopathic cystitis, a prevalent variant of FLUTD. To prevent such scenarios, keep a close eye on your pet and visit the vet when this behavior persists. Number 6. Taking a step back from your cat. Our cats need our attention and will go to great lengths to get it. Petting them when they jump into your lap encourages them to sit there more often in the future. The recommendation to ignore unpleasant behaviors is based on the belief that depriving a cat of attention will educate them not to conduct that behavior in the future. Some people are also afraid that their cat can learn that they can get away with using violence or other troublesome behavior to get out of sticky situations. So, should you ignore the behavior and just move on? Well, if their actions are met with consequences and it teaches them not to behave that way, then why not, right? Well, it only makes sense if the cat is actually performing that action to get attention from you. If your pet gets into a fight with the neighbor's cat, it's not doing that to get attention. It's doing that because something or someone angered it. In such a scenario, you should definitely intervene. Ignoring it will only make it worse. On the other hand, your cat could be trying to satisfy a critical need, such as the desire for social engagement or the need to avoid discomfort or anxiety, which is why it crawls into your lap or curls up on your laptop when you're trying to work. Ignoring your cat's behavior will still leave them with an unsatisfied desire in each of these scenarios. They will continue to exhibit whatever action they believe would bring them what they require. A cat who hasn't had enough social engagement will continue to bother you. A terrified cat will hiss or swat. Finally, ignoring a cat might lead to frustration if the cat doesn't know any other way to act or has previously been rewarded for its conduct. Frustration can increase certain undesirable behavior, lesser tolerance, and an increased chance of aggressiveness. Number 5, not taking your cat to the vet regularly for wellness checks. It is a myth that indoor cats do not require veterinary care. While it is true that contagious feline illnesses are frequently spread through contact with animals in the outside world, there are numerous reasons why regular vet consultations are essential for indoor cats. Indoor cats can acquire illnesses and ailments that have nothing to do with the outside world, such as weight concerns, hormone issues, hereditary abnormalities, and cancers, among other afflictions, so they must see the vet regularly. Furthermore, even if they never leave home, indoor cats can be harmed by the outside world, especially if exposed to any other outdoor pets such as your dog, a visitor's pet, a stray that wanders into the garden, or a foster pet. Rodents can potentially infiltrate your home without your notice. Finally, you and your family can unintentionally bring in outside hazards, so it's always better to get regular checkups for your furry friend. Number 4, feeding them dry food. Whether you're on a tight budget or can't afford to shell out the big bucks, you'll want to do the best you can for your cat when it comes to nutrition. Luckily, you don't have to pay a lot of money or go to fancy stores to feed your adult cat. Cats who consume dry food don't drink enough water, which raises the risk of chronic kidney disease, with lower urinary tract disorders like feline interstitial cystitis and urolithiasis. Canned foods improve hydration and produce dilute urine, lowering the chances of these disorders. However, it's always better to consult your vet before feeding your cat. Number 3, misinterpretation of behavioral changes in your cat. Cats are stoic animals. As a result, determining whether your pet kitty isn't feeling well might be difficult. One thing to keep an eye out for is any changes in its behavior, particularly its litter box habits. Never think that a feline who suddenly begins eliminating outside its box is misbehaving for the sake of misbehaving. Something in its health or surroundings is driving that shift, and it's counting on you to assist it in figuring it out. Number 2, assuring your cat's vomiting is typical. Vomiting is an atypical behavior in the cat. While it is true that many cats vomit far too frequently, vomiting is a symptom of an underlying condition that must be addressed. Kitties vomit for several causes, one of them is hairballs. Number 1, not cleaning those small teeth. Dental problems are among the most common and expensive reasons cats see the clinic. Dental illness isn't necessarily limited to the mouth. It can cause plenty of additional health issues for your kitty. Gingivitis, periodontitis, and tooth loss are the 3 most frequent dental disorders in cats, and the intensity of each of these problems varies greatly. Dental illness in cats can cause significant pain and discomfort, lowering a cat's quality of life. Moreover, the dental ailment frequently causes a cat to avoid eating, leading to a range of health issues. So, which of these mistakes have you made handling your cat? We're all learning, so feel free to share in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.